Hi guys, Rebecca the Explorer here. Today is 11/7/2016. The time is 3:44 Eastern Standard Time PM. In front of me, I have a map of Google Earth. And to the side, I have our earthquakes for today, which are listed in green. 3.0s are blue flag, and 5.0s are red flag. Yesterday's colors were yellow. Our first earthquake for today was a 2.9 at 52 kilometers deep, 95 kilometers north of White Island. I like to do a little bit of underwater exploring once in a while, so I figured we'll go and see what's here. As you can see, there are many ridges here and what appears to be volcanic areas. Let's see if I can get a better look at this. Okay, into this. Sometimes I can raise it up and we can get a better look. Our next earthquake was a 2.4, 5 kilometers deep, 25 kilometers south of Opatiki, or Opatiki. Sorry if I don't say the word right, I'm still learning them. If we raise back out, we can see that this is a wooded area and rocky. You can also see that they've been doing something on top of these mountains, but I'm not sure exactly what it is because it doesn't have a very good resolution. But you can make it out nonetheless. There's stuff here and here and here. Let's see if there is any road view here at all. So I doubt it. Anyway, you can see that they've been doing something up here. Our next earthquake was a 1.9, 43 kilometers deep. Ten kilometers southwest of Wairoa. So it's here. You can also see down here that there is mining, and this is off the Napier. Our next earthquake was a 1.4 at 37 kilometers deep. "40 kilometers northeast of Tehape." over here, I marked the question mark. I wasn't sure what this was, so therefore I put a question mark on it. And let me see if I can find it. Ooh, now I seem to find it. It's missing. Okay, wrong spot then. Again, it is a hilly area. Our next earthquake was a 2.3 at 93 kilometers deep. "20 kilometers east of Oaxaca." Oaxaca? Check out the cracks in here. Simply wide. I have no idea what that is. You can see cars over here. Anyway, that earthquake was approximately 6 miles from Tongariro volcano. Our next earthquake was a 3.0 at 40 kilometers deep. "10 kilometers southwest of Aurora." And it's a beautiful mountainous area too. You can see it goes along this river and out to the bay. That's Hicks Bay. Our next earthquake was a 2.6 at 27 kilometers deep. Which was 35 kilometers south of Pangara House, Paranga House, which falls along the side here. Our next earthquake was a 2.2 at 77 kilometers deep. Which was 10 kilometers south of Prince Pass. So we can see here. Yay. And there's our marker there. It's neat for islands. Island. See the boats down there? Those are boats, I think. It's a boat. Might be boats. I wonder what those are. I don't think those are houses. It's got some bad, can't really see it really good. But anyway. Guess it's a road, maybe? Very bright. Our next earthquake was a 3.4 at 117 kilometers deep. Which was at 117 kilometers deep and 150 kilometers northeast of Aotearoa. Our next earthquake was a 1.7. (20 kilometers southwest of Taupo at 10 kilometers deep. 4 miles? Let's see. This is miles. Yeah. 3.76 miles. Our next earthquake was a 2.2 at 50 kilometers. First, I want to look at something. You can see all of this. This is supposedly, I was told that this is where they are doing deforestation around the volcano, but because it doesn't have really good quality of view here, you can't really see very well what it really is. It'd be nice. Let's see if there's any road over in here. I guess I can look from here. Let's see if we can see something from there. You can see it looks like the wood's been removed. That looks like smoke. Let's look around this way. You can see how big Taupo really is. It's huge. That's Lake Taupo. It's a lot bigger than it looks when you're looking at the Google Earth. Our next earthquake was a 2.2, 50 kilometers deep, and 25 kilometers north of Opatiki. That's White Island. Our next earthquake was a 2.5, 105 km deep, or kilometers deep. .30 kilometers southwest of Waverly. Our next earthquake was a 1.2 at 25 kilometers deep, 15 kilometers east of Ekatahuna. I'm not sure I'm saying that correctly, so if I'm not saying it correctly, forgive me. I don't know what this is. It's got, again, bad resolution to be able to view the ground here. But I'm going to try to stand, yeah, there's land. So we can see. There's my marker there. We can see that there's something there. Okay, stop. It's nice to see it's a very mountainous area. Our next earthquake was a 2.3 at 109 kilometers. Again, this one was 5 kilometers northeast of Taupo and was at 109 kilometers deep. Again, bad viewing. Can only imagine that there might have been houses there that were destroyed by maybe earthquakes. So maybe we can land here and see what this is. is always different. Rapid jet. I think military, or I don't know. Oh. Let's see what that is. Factory. Up in the distance there, I think. See if we can look. Or smoke on the other. I don't know what that is. So it's weird. It looks different than when I landed. I don't know what that means. Our next earthquake was a 2.3 at 29 kilometers deep. Again, it's in an area that's supposed to be deforestation, according to somebody from New Zealand who said they're supposedly deforesting. And some of it is old areas where they were fracking and apparently have stopped. And that actually looks like woods that's been pulled down. Our next earthquake was a 2.7 at 115 kilometers deep. "30 kilometers southwest of Waverly. In between the two islands. Our next earthquake was a 2.1 at 43 kilometers deep. Was 20 kilometers south of Gisborne. The next earthquake was a 1.7 at 40 kilometers deep. "15 kilometers east of Denver. Our next earthquake was a 5.0 at 14 kilometers deep, which was 16 miles from Taranaki volcano and 10 kilometers northwest of Upanaki. As you can see our pen. Set 2-4N. If we can get an idea of what is in this area. The site mostly farming. The volcano is over here. I happen to go further down this way. No, this is blurred right here. I can't see anything there. Kind of odd. Blurred there. Didn't need to see something there. Kind of odd. Weird. Don't like those kind of views where you can't see something. Doesn't make any sense. Point 2 at 153 kilometers deep. One 153 kilometers deep, 40 kilometers southwest of Hawera. Which is also the same area where the volcano is, oil and a total gas platform. Next earthquake was a 2.5 at 40 kilometers deep. 50 kilometers southeast of Werribee. Next earthquake was a 1.8, 30 kilometers deep. "20 kilometers east of Ekatahuna." Ekatahuna? I don't even know where Ekatahuna is. Our next earthquake was a 2.6. Deep. "40 kilometers south of Gisborne." Was a 2.3, 15 kilometers deep. "20 kilometers south of Harangaho. Over here, I noticed a few things. Our next earthquake was a 1.8, 9 kilometers deep. "10 kilometers north of Upanaki." Which is also close to Upanaki. Our next earthquake was a 2.0, 9 kilometers. "35 kilometers southwest of Gisborne." Our next and final earthquake was a 1.4, 18 kilometers deep. "25 kilometers north of Tahapa." And there's more here. This looks like military area. That concludes my update for today for New Zealand. Hope you enjoy it. Please read the description. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask on DutchSense at YouTube. Thank you and have a nice day.